Hey Simpletons, Sonny here, just saying that today's episode's audio quality is a bit flawed, for lack of a better term. You can all blame Ruby for this. So everyone make sure you go to Ruby's Instagram at RubyMayPayne and send all your complaints, issues, death threats to her, not me. But don't worry, the sound quality will be back to normal for next week. Thanks for understanding, enjoy the episode. Oh, and I should also apologise for all the weird noises and breathing that comes out of our guest's mouth today. Anyway, enjoy.
Just listen.
Be you. Don't be dramatic. Don't be loud. Just be you.
Okay. If I'm loud, do I go like that?
That's very loud.
Do I go like that, Sonny?
That's still so loud.
Okay, I'll not be loud. I'll be gentle.
Let's start.
Well, welcome guys.
What? We starting?
It's
like
I can already hear Dad's breathing down the microphone.
I am your Father's Day.
Hey you guys, it's Father's Day. Happy F Day to all them daddies
Daddy
out there. So welcome to the podcast.
Can you big me up a bit, please, if you don't mind?
Let's start this again.
Okay.
I actually was saying just a second ago that I don't know any other family that cares about Father's Day. Don't play with your mic. The handling noise is bad.
Because I was afraid.
Oh, he's trying to bring the mic away from his mouth
Yeah.
so he can breathe.
Breathe through your nose.
Well, I bet people
Sorry.
are at home sat there thinking,
Who is this man?
There's a third voice. Is the schizophrenia finally getting to me?
Welcome to the pod, Andrew Payne, and then we'll add like a clap, woo woo, clap 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 sound effect.
I think that's fine. The noises you just make probably good enough.
Introduce yourself.
Hello.
Why are you doing accent?
Okay,
Hello.
I'll introduce him. Let's tee him up.
Yeah, tee me up.
Okay.
Welcoming the most dramatic,
The most dramatic. Over here, we've got a father,
A brother.
businessman, a brother,
A
an
son.
entrepreneur,
To Rita.
a son to our only listener,
Rita.
a guy who sells
Face
watches,
masks
a
in
guy
a
who sells
pandemic.
face masks.
Is that
a
really
guy
what?
who was raised on the Skegness beach. It's the one, it's the only, Andrew Payne, aka Payne, aka AP, aka Andy P, aka
Karen's
Dick
husband.
Nose.
I'm just your dad.
How are you feeling on Father's Day morning on Sunday?
Very, very excited.
So it is Father's Day, we should probably say. Well, get used to me interrupting. It's
No,
okay.
it's the most annoying trait.
But we should probably, it is, we're recording on Father's Day.
Yeah, we're getting this out tomorrow. So we recorded this yesterday. Can my editing skills
It's
make
going to be
it?
a rough one. We already know it's going to be a rough one because Dad's on here, so I imagine the editing job is going to be pretty tough. Yeah, I'd like to apologise because we don't usually have a third mic, so the third mic we are using is slightly worse, so there might be a bit of handling noise. A couple things just before we get into the whole show properly.
We're famous.
We have a fan.
We have a fan.
We have a fan.
Is it Rita?
We actually have a couple fans.
Is it me?
No.
Well, they're the only two listeners you have.
Well, apparently we now have 3 listeners for sure.
Oh, wow.
The first shout, I'm going to do a quick shout out.
You're going to shout out Hugo. I know
My
it.
friend Hugo.
I know it.
He's moved away to another country, is in America now, and he's missing his friends.
He listens to the pod.
And he was
loves
saying
it.
he listens to the podcast and enjoys it and really wants a shout out. And he specifically, I said, is there anything you want us to talk about, or do you want to tell the public anything?
Film.
No, well, he wanted us.
Let's talk about film.
He wanted us to briefly talk about circumcision. So I figured, Dad, you're
the hell?
Jewish.
What?
I figured, Dad, you're Jewish, so it's probably good to throw that over to you. So what are your thoughts on circumcision?
He's just
Yeah,
a simple snip.
I couldn't agree more. Anyway, so after that, we also have a third listener.
I will tell you about our third listener. Our third listener is a guy called Big Bald Ash on Instagram. He's so lovely. He wrote us a lovely message about
Shall we give him a bit of a whoop?
We're going to give him a big bold shout out, as we do now. So if anyone else also wants a big bold shout out, you have to write in and potentially
Message
do
him.
what Big Bold Ash did and tempt us with some other stuff. We'll get to
Yeah.
that. So here's a big bold shout out to Big Bold Ash. Go
That's
on,
right.
Andrew.
Woo!
Oh my God.
BBA.
BBA.
So
That's
Ash
either a
sent
rap
us-
group or an SDI.
Yeah.
Ash sent us some. Well, obviously, Sonny said in his death row meal, his dessert, he fucked with apple crumble.
I fucks with apple crumble, yeah.
Anyway, he sent us some lovely treats. He sent us some millionaire brownies. They were like a layer of milk chocolate, caramel. Oh my god, so good.
Sounding
Do you want to try one?
What, have you got one?
We have one here in the studio right now.
For you to try right now. If you give me 1 second, I'll go grab it.
I'll tell you what else we got. We also got given a sticky toffee apple crumble, which we have yet to try, but it looks to die for. Now, Andrew's going to give us...
Sonny's just brought these to the studio table. They look amazing.
They are.
Have you tried them?
I've had like 3.
You've had
What?
3?
Yeah.
I had 1 because I thought I was allowed 1. I've had to leave them for the past few days because I thought we
Try
have to
this one.
save them for right now. No, try the other one. No, give us some words, give us some textures.
Isn't it good?
Oh my god, that is amazing. Thick chocolate,
Oh, it's so cooking.
caramelly, fudgy, and then chocolate brownie. That is outstanding.
That was some disgusting noises from you. These are great. Again, the whole thing, I don't want to say the whole reason we've got them is me, but the whole reason we've got them is me. Because I fucks with brownies and I fucks with some apple crumble.
Yeah.
And these brownies are really good.
And he
They're
sent
really
them,
good.
He sent them to our flat and everything. It was just so lovely. So shout out Ash, you
But
are.
I think we need to really stress how good they actually are.
No, they're so good.
really
That's why I had 3. You
They
had
are
one.
good.
And yeah, I'm really disappointed because we've not got many left and you've been scoffing them.
Weekly recap.
You can do it.
Go on then, can I do it? Weekly recap.
Oh, they've
That's
got
pretty
bras.
good, yeah.
Recap.
Yeah. Well, let's headline it. Come on, fire it away.
Okay.
Let's not go too deep.
Went to Summertime Ball.
Woo!
Legendary. Just loved that. Went with Lewis.
Who was the top act you saw?
For me, it was Niall Horan and Anne-Marie. Insane. We were standing. Everyone was passing out around us. No.
Everyone was
There
passing
were
out.
like 5 people wheelchaired out of the 80,000. I also, the highlight of my probably year life, I went to see Harry Styles.
Was he everything you expected?
And more. My favourite part, well, actually, let's start the morning.
Ruby storms into my room.
At
Come
9:30.
on, come on. Which, to you, some people you might not be like, well, 9:30, you should be up and at it already. And like, I was
Tell me
awake, but it was
Anyway,
a terrible start to my
We
day.
get in the car, and everyone has been camping for days for Harry. Crazy. I mean, if we didn't live there, maybe I would have done that.
People
but
camped.
You
yeah.
wouldn't have
People were there 8 a.m.
People
the
were there
day
8 a.m. on
before.
Monday. His first concert was on Tuesday evening. But me and Sonny went to Tesco, and on the way I saw this girl. She was dressed incredible, and I shouted at, pulled my window down, shouted, "What did I say? You look very nice." And I went, "Oh my god, have I just catcalled someone?" And Sonny was like,
So Ruby's not part of the problem.
"I am," but I was saying a compliment. Anyway.
Most cat calls are compliments.
You look
Doesn't
very
make
nice.
them
I was like, "I
fine.
want to bang you, mate." I was like,
No, but I admittedly, I did shout that afterwards, and she probably
No,
thought you
he
said
didn't,
that.
he didn't. It was insane. I don't know. I just feel sad.
Did he sing all his songs? Did he do everything?
He did surprise songs. It was insane.
What, like,
So-
Like Happy Birthday and stuff.
No,
Yeah.
no, he started doing
did he do like,
things
what,
from
Beatles?
his first album.
You know the song Watermelon Sugar High?
Yeah.
What
It's not
does-
called
Oh, yeah, what
Watermelon
did you
Sugar
just say?
High.
No,
What-
what
hold
did
on.
you think the song's called?
Watermelon Sugar.
Watermelon,
High.
because you said like watermen.
Watermelon?
He said Watermelon Sugar High.
Watermelon Sugar. Do you know what Watermelon Sugar High means?
Isn't it?
Isn't it? Go,
I thought it was eating pussy. To be straight over here, that's what I've been told.
Okay.
I
Do you know what it
wish-
is?
Karen in the corner, a major fan, has given us a big
No,
Thumbs
it's
up.
not.
Karen's
It's
a
a
big fan of eating pussy.
It's a... Please. It's a female orgasm. In the song, watermelon sugar, high, watermelon sugar high. How many times does he say watermelon sugar high? How many times do you think it is, Sonny?
I'm gonna go 69 because that's good, right?
Karen.
25.
And
Yeah.
I also quickly went to a place in Richmond. Speaking
Quickly.
of Ted Lasso.
Oh yeah.
We went past the Ted Lasso pub, lovely. We went to this restaurant called Peggy Jean's on the water. It was, why is your hand?
I want to ask a question.
Well, you can wait to the questions and answer part at the end.
No, so we went to this restaurant. It was great food, lovely. And now we are in Chesterfield, our hometown.
Richmond is nice.
Don't tell people over there.
Have you been to Richmond, Sonny?
I've been to Richmond. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has. What have you done this week, son?
What have I done? I've done just bits and bobs, you know me, filming, working, all that sort of jazz. The most interesting thing I did this week was with Dad.
Dad's got a whole notes page. This is what he
What, do you not have one?
Yeah, but
I
we're
do.
the hosts. You're just a chill, fun.
You know what he's like. He's going to take over. He's going to start his own spin-off called Simple and Simple.
Come on, carry on.
Payne and Payne here.
So we went to see Tom Hanks.
Fun.
Me and the family. He's got a new book coming out. Let's see if I can remember the title.
Yeah, I
It's
was going to say.
The Making of Another Major Motion Picture Masterpiece. It's
What
something
the
like
hell?
that. And I love a long title. It's a novel about filmmaking and his life and experience, but it's a novel. It's fiction that he's...
Sonny, talking
Based.
about film. Never.
It's a book. We're talking about books, Ruby.
About
My brain
film.
is expanding.
It was,
So he was doing Q&A.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like a talk with Richard E. Grant was interviewing him, which is almost like a little bonus. And yeah, he was just speaking about his life and telling stories and all that jazz. And we were saying, like, we're quite surprised how witty he was.
Small he is?
No, well, I guess...
No, he's not that
honestly,
witty.
in
Yeah.
Hollywood, I assume everyone's slightly smaller than you think.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was quite witty and funny and just telling little stories. I think I'm going to throw it over to Dad to tell me what his favourite part was.
So he's done this book about film and experiences on film and characters on film sets. And they're all true stories that he's sort of experienced, but he's put them in as fictional characters. Is that right? Would you say that, Sonny?
Yep.
And he tells some great stories, all different stories. It was just a great event because where it was at Westminster Hall, which is right across from House of Parliament, which is actually a church. It's a Methodist church. And it's absolutely a beautiful setting. Never been in it before. I'll let Sonny tell you about the end of Ted Lasso, Tom Hanks, about the girl who got on the stage.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was a little creepy, honestly, and I feel quite bad saying that. But obviously, Tom Hanks is a big deal. We're not going to say that, but there was this girl there. She must have been 30-something.
I'd have said late
She
20s.
said she'd been like, I don't know, I'd say like she's nearly 30.
Okay.
She was dressed as Forrest Gump.
Ah, damn.
Suit, cap.
Suit, like the checkered shirt, whatever, the whole thing. And she had a little sign. And the sign said something, I'm just going to randomly say the sign
Said
the
something.
sign said-
I've been wanting to meet you for 10 years.
You should
Oh,
have.
okay.
The sign said, that's why I think she was 30, because it's like, I've been running for 30 years, 5 months, 2 days, 3 hours or something to meet you.
Okay.
And then she comes up, she like gives him a hug. I don't know if she was invited up or she like just kind of stormed
I think
onto
she
the stage
stormed
at the
up.
end. But then she was like shaking. You're just like, I've been trying to meet you for the past 10
was
years.
really-
I've gone to so many events.
she was
and,
Really crying, really emotional.
Oh.
She was, yeah.
So
Her biggest.
Tom gave her a little hug and was like, hey. And then he was like, I'll sign your book. And then he goes, but I'm not signing anybody else's.
He really made her feel comfortable. He must experience that
I said that,
possibly on a daily, weekly basis. People coming up to him and saying, I've been a fan of yours, or name every film, know everything about it. He's a big deal, Tom
He
Hanks.
said something there, something like, I've been the babysitter for nearly 30 years. And
Yeah.
He was like, you know, you get your kid, you throw
Yeah.
all my films on,
Yeah.
and they'll sit and watch that. So I've been a babysitter.
It's true, he did say that, like Toy Story or something like
So
that.
there's so many generations that like look up to him and know him.
I went to Richmond for the first time ever. Knowing London, been to London millions of times, never been to Richmond. Karen took me to Richmond. We sat on the riverside, waterside. We had an ice cream. It was hot. It was sunny. The pubs were really busy. It was really good. I enjoyed that. So yeah, that was really my week. And bits of worky things, work events, jobs, that sort of thing. So just a pretty steady, chilled out week.
We'll get into your job
Very
a bit
nice.
later on. Okay, now it's time for In.
Or out.
In or out.
Andrew, quickly, what's in? Tell us what's in. Quickly, tell us. Andrew, tell us what's in, goddammit!
San Pellegrino, Blood Orange.
Yeah.
Good one, isn't it? But also BBA's Millionaire Shortbread Brownie.
I'm a limonata more.
Outstanding. Pardon? Limonata.
That's what it's called, then. Limonata.
Just say lemonade. You're not
Yeah,
Italian.
yeah. But Blood Orange ones are pretty high up there this week for me. Okay,
I
sorry.
like that. For me.
Are you in or out?
What's
I'm out.
out?
This week, what is out? And it's been, Sonny was saying, that's been out for ages. Right. A bottle. We can
It's been out for ages.
The new lids on, like, Coca-Cola and Sprite, you take it off and it doesn't come off.
Oh, so it flips over.
Flips it over. It's
That's
meant to be-
very, yeah,
for
it's
recycling,
violent.
though.
Yeah, it's a good
I
idea.
get it, but it clips my lip every time.
You better be careful. You've got Mrs. Environmental's death staring you in the corner there. Look at her. She's scaring
They're
me.
just really annoying. Like, I recycle my bottle caps. I'm not throwing it down the
she
street.
Does. Sure, she does.
It really pisses me off, this new layout.
It is a good idea.
Is it though? Because every time you drink it just catches you. That's my out this week.
Bottle caps.
watching? Blah, 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 blah.
What you watching? What you watching? What you watching this week?
Maybe we just actually use him for every transition.
Sure.
I'm good, Anna.
Yeah.
And I only charge $50.
So, for what you're watching, actually, I might let you just spout off whatever you want to quickly say first. What were you watched last
Well,
night?
I bought my mum for, I can't actually even remember what holiday. Maybe Christmas. I think it was Christmas. I bought her tickets to see My Therapist Ghosted Me. So we went there last night and we watched Vogue Williams and Joanne McNally.
Is that the girl who talks like that?
Yeah.
It's a good impression, that, isn't it?
Honestly, I've never even listened to their podcast. I listened to one just before we went, like their most recent one. And
Big fan then.
No, I'm not a big fan, but I love Vogue Williams because I like Spencer Norton.
Yeah, she is.
But it was so good. Vogue DJ'd, properly DJ'd.
Really?
Yeah. They just did their podcast. It was giving me inspiration for when we do our tour.
Is that coming soon?
Andrew's already
Yeah.
at the venue.
So,
Yeah.
Hugo, Rita, Ash, make sure you get your tickets.
Yeah.
To be fair, we could probably put them on
Yeah,
the
that's
sofa
right. Let's do our tour on a sofa. Let's take a sofa on tour. Did you notice I'm going to Iowa? Sorry, it's yours. Sorry. So what are you watching, Sonny? Or do you want to ask me?
there. I'm watching Grass Grow.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have hay fever, so... Do you want to know what I'm watching?
know.
Colin from Accounts.
I don't know.
You don't know it?
Or is this like a
iPlayer.
of yours?
BBC One. Australian comedy about a guy and a girl. He knocks a dog over in his
Oh my
car,
God, no.
looking at the girl, and it's how their friendship, as I'm doing the flicky fingers.
Wait, what?
That flicky fingers.
Flicky Fingers.
Yeah, well, I don't really call
Yeah,
them.
here first.
That sounds like a Harry Styles song.
I would listen to Flicky Fingers by Harry Styles.
Flicky fingers, hi. So well done. Yeah, Colin from Accounts. There's 8. They're 20-ish minutes long.
It's giving Afterlife vibes.
Yeah, there's a bit of that going on. Funny, a bit emotional, some great lines in it. The dog, oh my God, yes.
Is it dead? I thought it was dead.
No, it's not dead.
Love that. I've also not watched it yet, but Black Mirror season 6 is out.
Should
we watch it together?
I watched one episode
Oh,
last
for
night.
God's sake. But we could watch the rest together, Sonny.
Nah, I don't really want to watch it with you. Anyway, I want to quickly talk about what we're watching, because you know me, I'm going to take us on 5 different tangents. I want to talk about dad movies. It's Father's Day.
Of course he does.
We're going to talk about dad movies. I'm talking your Independence Day. Cheap Brother does is a family movie. This is movies aimed for dads.
Okay, what about that one?
I'm talking
What's the
Independence Day. I'm talking Indiana Jones. I'm talking Taken.
Taken.
Movies
Taken.
for dads. Anything with Gerard Butler, and we
Gerard?
know
It's
what
not
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
and we know what dads love the most. Anything from World War II. Anything
Our
from
dad
World War II.
doesn't. He would rather watch like Man vs. Food or something.
But I wanted to throw a challenge out to Ruby here.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So, first I want you to pick Ben Affleck or Gerard Butler. Who do you think you know the best? You choose Ben Affleck and Gerard Butler, and in
Gerard.
60 seconds, I want you to try and name as many of their films
I
as you
genuinely
can.
couldn't do one. I need to show me a picture of them and then I'll be able to name.
Google
You
quick.
know what Ben Affleck looks
can't
like.
remember.
Look at this. It looks like that.
Feel
So
like
you
this
can't
is-
do this. So let's throw it over to Dad, because Ruby's not just shutting this down.
I'm not sure to tell. I
So
genuinely don't
Gerard
know.
Butler, Ben Affleck. Who do you want to choose? Or
His,
Ben
na-
Affleck?
his name is Gerard.
Who gives a fuck? That's the least
Probably
of
Gerard
our
does.
problems.
Just get my name right, for God's
Oh,
sake.
get off your phone. You're not Googling this.
I'm not.
I'm asking you to try and name as many films in 60 seconds as you can, but you need to choose who you want to do it with.
Gerard Butler.
Okay, so I'm getting the timer on the clock. 60 seconds. When you are happy to go, I'll press play, and I want you to name as many films as possible.
Go.
Now.
Okay.
Okay, throw them out there.
Olympus.
Give me
London
your
Has Fallen.
Yes,
Love
what?
that.
The one that fallen in New York or America.
That's
But I
not
don't
a
know what it's
movie.
called.
Well, you got to tell me.
The Independence Day, is that a film?
No, that's not the one.
I don't know.
I don't know, but he's done
You've
3.
got one so far. London Has Fallen.
Is he in a
But
film?
he's done 3.
What are the others called?
I don't know what the other's called.
Olympus Has Fallen.
That's 2. Okay,
Yeah.
Ruby, you're in this. Let's do both of you. Come on, let's do this.
What about
25
What's the
seconds.
third one then called?
Wait, give us the location.
What, of the third one?
Yeah.
This is so boring, I can't even tell you.
I think
Oh, and there's the timer. You got 2 points, guys. Wow, well done. 2 points.
how many films has he made? Go on, list us a few, because you've got it on your screen.
We have Plane. He brought out Plane earlier this year, where he's on a plane.
We don't need an explanation of everything.
Greenland, where he's...
Never heard of it. No, I've never heard it.
Angel has fallen. You may have seen
Angel has
Is
fallen.
that based at Angel of the
No
North?
one cares, Ruby.
I'm asking.
Den of Thieves.
Hey, Gerard Butler's up Newcastle.
And of course...
Oh, look, I think the angel's going to fall down on his bed.
Let's get to the juice, Andrew.
Orange for me. Sorry.
We have some questions from the public, from the Payne babies.
Okay. I actually do like the Simpletons.
You can call them that.
I like Payne babies. I like the spin on the Simpletons.
Here's some questions from the Payne babies.
Okay, I'm ready for them.
First off, who's your favourite child?
That's quite easy.
Who?
I phoned again properly. I found.
Oh, stop that. Who's your
Okay.
favourite child?
There's only one.
Who?
If I was... I'd say Ruby, because I'll be less offended than she would be.
How can you have a favourite
If there
child?
was a fire,
Yes.
and you could only save one of us,
Yeah.
I know what he's saving.
He's going to grab his iPhone.
Yeah.
He's going to grab his iPad or, like...
Follow
No,
me.
he'll probably grab all the photo books he's ever made in life.
I don't know if he's strong enough to carry that.
Anyway, who are you saving?
It's a decision as a parent.
This isn't who is your favourite.
Who you saving?
Who you're saving in a fire.
Save me, I've got way more determination than Sonny.
So you think you're going to save Ruby because she's more
Business orientated. Yeah. I could easily...
Well, why would that? Why would I say that?
We know what you care about. You easily what? I'm worried what you...
What are you doing?
Stop, what are you doing? Anyway, I'm curious, what do you mean? You were saying you could easily...
Let me tell you. Who comes home to actually see you? Who makes the effort? Who, if you got ill or needed help, who would be there? Sonny or I? You know the answer.
If I got ill, I'd like to see you both here.
Who isn't constantly coming over to bug you and say, who gives you that space?
Yeah. Okay, Sonny wins.
Next question.
Next question.
What is your proudest moment of each of us? So a proud moment you've had of Sonny, and they can't be graduating or like being born.
Oh yes, those traditional moments where a father will be proud.
What are you proud of?
What else are you meant to say?
You might have something like I rode my bike once or something.
It is, because you've actually spoiled it by saying probably graduation is a big thing. For a parent, you've got to look at it as a parent.
Okay,
on
well,
graduation.
how about this? You've also got to think, I have a film degree and she's a musical theatre degree.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be proud of.
Yeah, my solicitors.
There's nothing to be proud of.
No, it is, because that's your field and that's your passion.
Not
And
anymore.
that was your passion. And that was what
That's
you
your
loved.
proudest moment.
It is the actual.
Seeing me perform on a stage for the first time.
She performed at Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
And
That's
you
my
weren't even
proudest
proud.
moment.
Yeah. Watching you perform is always quite amazing. But you sang a song called Don't Rain on My Parade,
Yeah.
which for me was one of the best things I've seen you do and perform.
At Chester's Fish and Chip Shop.
Well, you did sing it there, yeah. I've seen you sing it a couple of times.
From Disneyland Paris to
Chester's, yeah.
Best fish and chip shop in Chesterfield, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris, if you're listening, send a sample.
Send us a fish cake.
Yeah.
I fucks with fish and chips, guys. I also fucks with £1 billion.
Ferraris. Is it both of you?
Yeah.
Oh, because I don't know. Sonny's got nothing to. No.
You watched Sonny's first ever proper
Yeah.
film?
And I think also, you see at a graduation like what Sonny had, his peers were there, his tutors were there. He's
That's like two people listening and we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. His peers were there. Obviously his tutors, the head of the.
And then there was those 4 people who I've never met in my life who were like the 4 important tutors. I was like, we don't know you. You must be like people who just finance the school. Like they were all shaking their heads like, we're so proud of you. I was like, I've never met any of you before. My graduation was a mess.
The next question is, what the fuck does your dad actually do for a job?
What the
Fuck does your dad actually do for a job?
That's a question a lot of people actually. I ask myself that most mornings.
I think
And they go,
is a grifter. Right?
Grafter.
No, you're
Grafter.
definitely not
A
grafted.
grifter.
You're definitely not grafted.
What'd you do? What did you do?
What do I do?
What was your first ever job?
My first ever. That's a good question, Sonny. That I like
What's the
that.
first thing you got paid to do?
So I've never had a CV. I've not got a CV.
He's never worked for
I've
us.
never.
Anytime you give me tips and help with my
Yeah.
CV, I'm not.
Yeah, because I've read thousands. So yeah, I know what I'm looking at. So I've never wrote a CV. I've never had a job interview. I've never been given a job. I've never got sacked from a job. That might not be true. But yeah, so going back to the question, what the fuck do I do? What was the first? Yeah.
That was the question I had.
What was the first job I had? Was selling Christmas paper, Christmas wrapping paper. I was 9, 10 years old, and I used to sell Christmas wrapping paper.
Okay, so
And I used to sell it at Christmas time.
that's probably a good time. Actually, fall. Maybe get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, you've sold a lot of random shit on markets and trade shows. And a lot of that.
Yeah.
So before you tell us what you are currently doing, I want to know what's the weirdest thing you've sold.
Gibbets,
Oh,
gibbets,
that's a
gibbets.
For
good
those who are
one.
wondering what gibbets are, they're those little
Things that stick in
you
your
put on
Crocs.
But I don't think
The weirdest thing.
Gel soles are weird.
Gel soles, but that's also like to help
Oh
people's feet.
dear me, that's a really good question, that Sonny.
Because you sold a lot of shit.
Yeah, I have sold
like,
lots of
those
things.
Dinosaurs you throw
I've
into
always,
water and they grow.
we've always sold products that have kind of been on trend or current trend. I remember selling, and I found a photograph of this. Do you remember the Teenage Mutant?
Love TMNT.
Right. So we made the masks out of a piece of felt.
That's
I bet
literally,
they
that
were
sounds like the
trash.
cheapest.
It was the cheapest thing. It was a piece of felt in the 4 colours. So that was pretty weird, but it was a massive thing. The turtles were massive. Every single
love
kid.
the turtles,
We used to have
very good.
queues of kids buying these masks for like, I don't know, 50 pence or £1. So I've sold a lot of random weird stuff.
So what do you do now?
What we do now, we run a portfolio of...
Stop wanking off your mic and rubbing it, please.
What do I do now?
Yeah.
We run different businesses, sort of, mainly locally, of all different sort of things, from property management to storage to retail. So still involved every day working and doing, jobs that we do. But yeah.
So what is the proudest moment in your career so far?
Proudest moment in my career so far?
Yeah.
So in 2014, we was really in the early days of vaping, and we sort of brought it to the UK, brought it to retail, got people to understand what it was about, educated people on it, which is now a massive thing. There's good and bad points of vaping, but it gets people off of the bad part of smoking, which is the tar and the tobacco. So there is a good side to it, but selling it to underage kids is completely wrong and shouldn't happen.
Okay.
I know I'm going digesting off that one. Is it called digesting or diversing?
I love those biscuits.
Yeah. So going back to 2014, we sponsored the Doncaster Cup, which is the oldest horse race in the world, dates back to the late 1700s. And a big event, lots of people. St Leger's one of the biggest horse races in events of the season, racing season. And the Doncaster Cup, we sponsored the day and the whole race and everything of that day by the business that we had at the time. And the horse that won it was called Estimate. And the person that owned that horse was the Queen.
Lovely.
And it was quite a touching moment to see that horse come past the post. We presented the cup and everything to the Queen's trainer.
Wow.
And it was quite a special day, that. Yeah, it was. It's very tight in our memory. I've actually got, in fact, I'm going to just try and play this for you. The actual horse.
She is the winner of the Socialite Electric Cigarettes Doncaster Cup in the colours of Her Majesty the Queen. It's Estimate.
Wow. Very cool.
So yeah, it was a quite a proud day for us all, and everybody involved in the business. It was quite a special day.
I have a comment that someone wrote in.
Yep.
I just want to know your thoughts on the comment.
Sure.
We all know Karen is the real businesswoman and you're just her side bitch.
Yeah. No, listen, hand on my heart, cards on the table. Without Karen, I'd be shit.
You ever heard of the Trojan
Seriously.
horse method?
No.
I think that's what Karen's doing with Andrew.
I'll tell-
Andrew's the Trojan horse. She shoves him into the room as like the distraction, and then she's secretly sneaking in and doing the actual.
I'll tell you why it works, shall I?
He's like the.
Because she
distraction.
doesn't like chatting shit and you do.
Yeah, 100% true.
Yeah.
And the second thing is I find the things that work, but Karen will deep dive it and find and read the small print. But yeah, no, absolutely. So whoever asked that question, yeah, they are true.
It was Karen.
Yeah.
She was yes. Okay, I have a couple more. What is something that your parents taught you that you brought into your own way of teaching us?
Do you want a funny one?
Manners.
No. These are quite good ones, actually. Always to get to the airport early.
But you're actually...
You're the latest person.
Not an airport,
You're
no.
like that with trains as well.
Yeah.
Like, you
Get
want to
there
be at
half
the
an
train
hour
station,
early.
Yeah.
30 minutes before the train.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
The other one is to cook too much food.
Well, look at what you've done. Look
What
at what you've done.
Ruby's here just
grabbing
her
a fat.
just stretching it from her skin, just waving it around.
No, it was like my dad used to cook dinner for him and Rita, but he'd cook enough for like probably 10 people. Well, and he used to say to Rita, he used to go, well, yeah, one of the kids might just show up. Well, we might not. So cooking excess food. But the best one, and I don't know if I've passed this on to you, but probably telling you now is if you're, this is advice, I'll give you this.
This is a father moment.
This is a father advice moment.
Okay.
If you're in a strange city or town and you need the toilet,
So you're pregnant.
It's always with Dad. It's always
I'm about to say that may work if you're a woman. Always just find the best hotel in town and walk in and go and use the toilet.
Yeah, I did that in London the other day.
It's always worth doing. So yeah, if that's the question, is what did the parents pass on that handed down? They're probably the sort of things that there's lots more, but we'll keep it at that.
Best dad joke, go.
Oh, best dad joke. I have got a great dad joke.
Get the note.
Which I've got a great dad joke which I really, really like, and it is I once wrote a song about a tortilla.
The accent. A tortilla.
I once wrote a song about a tortilla.
Tortilla.
But it must have been a rap.
Okay, well, I guess we lost all our listeners there.
Yeah. What about to whoever stole my copy of Microsoft? I will find you. You have my word.
Nice.
Do you like one, Sonny?
I do, but if you can pronounce Microsoft.
What did I say? Did I call it
I
Microsoft?
don't even know. I will probably edit it to
okay.
make it funny.
I'm also afraid of speed.
Edit it to make it funny.
I'm also afraid of speed bumps, but I'm slowly getting over it.
I like that one.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
As you can tell from my reaction.
Yeah, the snigger.
I have one more final question.
Oh dear.
And this is people actually want to know.
Oh dear.
How should people invest their savings? Because obviously this has gone to a really business-orientated podcast.
Yeah.
We're not here to, like, educate.
People have asked this question. They want to know, if say they've got, I mean, some people...
They're going to say, what do you call
10K in their savings.
Yeah.
And money's obviously, the figure is like, it's not worth the same 10K as it used to be.
Yeah.
What should they do? How should they invest their money?
With 10k?
Or just with any savings, if they want to put shares in a company or...
The best thing, there's different ways of investing that money. And obviously, please do not take my advice as financial advice. At the minute, money in the bank, which is quite a rare thing, is pretty good. Because
So keep it there.
yeah, money in the bank, which I would have never ever said.
I'll give advice. Get a Chase Saver.
Yeah. What is it? Is it 3.4%? Yeah,
3.5.
it's pretty good, and that's instant access. If you want to put it in a bank where you can get 2-year access, you'll probably get 5.1%. So money in the bank's really good at the minute, but be a bit more risky with your money.
Oh yeah, let's just say.
Yeah, be a bit more risky and invest it. I mean, with 10 grand, you're struggling to get a deposit on a house with 10 grand.
Yeah.
But a buy to let, mortgages are quite high, the costs are quite high. It's not great, really. Crowdfunding and a lot of the platforms that do raising funds for different things. There's some quite interesting things on there. Really high risk, but quite good fun. But for safety and to earn yourself the safest money, just chuck it in a Chase account.
Cool. Thanks.
I could be Martin Lewis. Andy Payne, money saving expert.
I want to quickly ask you a couple questions.
Yes, Sonny.
I want to know about your relationship with kids.
Yeah?
What?
What?
Shout out Georgia Ellis.
I want to know.
So, you were kind of tricked into having a kid at first. Let's just be straight up about that. In the sense of our mum was planning to have a kid, but she may have Forgot to mention that part to you. So I think this is genuinely my theory. This doesn't bother me in any way. I don't care. I don't think you ever wanted kids necessarily, and then I think when you had kids, you kind of realised this is what I've got, and now you like it. But I'm curious, did you ever want kids?
So everything in my life has happened really down to timing. Nothing's been planned, not predicted anything, but meeting Karen, being a bit of a dickhead.
I heard he was a proper dick.
Yeah, I probably was. Not. That's not very nice, Sonny.
He's not a dick.
He's a major dick.
I'm still here, still on the pod.
Carry on.
So everything in the life has been about timing. So whether it's meeting Karen, buying our house, involved in a different work project, building another house, moving on, whatever it's been, having kids has all happened at the right time. So did I ever want kids? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I did want kids. Did I know I wanted kids? Maybe not. No, because when you're
Hold up. If you didn't know,
yeah.
how could you? I know this.
I know I want them, I just don't know when.
But Ruby's 26.
How old are you?
When I had Ruby, 31.
Lovely age, lovely.
Yeah, it's a great age. So this is what I'm talking about, timing. So me and Mum had been together for 5 years-ish, 6 years-ish, whatever it is. So we'd done a bit of travelling.
Karen's mouthing 7 over.
Whatever. Yeah, probably 5 or 6 in my head. Yeah. No, we'd done a bit of travelling. We'd done some holidays. We'd lived a little bit of life as a young couple. And then kids come along, i.e. Ruby. And it's like, oh, Ruby's here now.
Fuck.
Yeah. Shit. Now I've got to get more work done. Did I want kids? Yes, I did want kids. Did I know when I wanted kids? No, I didn't know when I wanted kids. By no means. Was it like you're saying, oh, I want kids when I'm 30. When I'm 30, I'm going to have kids. No, but did I say that? No. Do you plan them? I don't think you do.
Some people do.
It's very difficult. I feel very fortunate that, we've got 2 kids and one of them is amazing. And the other one is incredible.
Was there an initial panic?
So you're asking me, was there a panic?
Was there an initial panic?
I suppose initially it's like, ooh, what do you do now?
I'm not old enough.
Yeah, it's like,
Did you feel
right.
like you were in a stable position? Did you
I
feel
don't know if you ever feel that, Sonny.
Did you honestly even feel like you were in a stable
Yeah.
relationship?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you knew
100%.
that was-
Yeah. Yeah, 100% that, definitely. And I don't think Karen would have done it. I would have done it if there was any hesitation. So, no, that bit, definitely. Did I feel like financially secure at that time? Probably not. Everything was okay. We was working hard and things like that. But do you ever feel physically, mentally, financially stable to have kids? Your first kid? Probably not. And it is really different because from your first child to your second child, the way you bring your second child up is so different.
So what would you say some of the major differences are between the way you've raised Ruby and the way you've raised
Lots.
Yeah, can you give some any examples?
Well, like,
More lenient with you.
No,
I would
it's...
say that's true.
I think as a baby with the first child, and this is like, I would say harder for a mother, but, it's all new. It's all new. Every single thing is new, and there's no real guidebook that says, that's how you do it, you get it, because every child's different, they feed different.
Thousands of people have tried to write them.
Yeah, but they can't, because everybody does things differently. But with your second child, you've kind of gone through that, and it's like, right, let's go on and do it. Are they still in the corner breathing? Yeah, they're fine. Let's go out. Let's go out and leave them.
You're saying Ruby was like the trial and error.
Yeah, possibly more the error.
Figured it out.
We got it right with you, yeah.
Probably more
I
careful.
guess you could say more careful.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, and I think that's it.
what were a couple things we did as kids that was really fucking annoying?
Karen used to make your lunch out of things like crab sticks and bits of cheese and grapes out of some silly face.
Yeah, she'd make it into like face.
You like it some
I
silly,
never
yeah.
got that.
No.
I'm the fun child.
Oh my god, you
Yeah.
make faces,
And-
Sonny.
Yeah.
She's giving you a face now. Look away.
And you used to take it into the room where you would be. Playroom, yeah, okay.
I know this.
And then you'd come into and he said,
Gus
Gus is eating my lunch. And he's like, just because you put it because you put it low down on a chair where Gus would just eat
What
it.
would happen is I'd go in, I'd put the food food down, and I'm the opposite now. I'd be sat there and eating my food. I'd go down, put my food, and they'd carry on like playing, dicking around.
No,
whatever.
you still
And they'd
do that.
totally
You make your food and then piss around for 20 minutes and then reheat it in the microwave every night. I'll tell you something that was annoying.
Yeah.
Sonny used to carry around probably 15 items.
Oh yeah, as a child.
Anywhere.
And now I have
3,
a backpack.
yeah, with the same 15 items. He used to carry about 6 dummies, 14 Thomas the Tank
Tiger.
Engines, Tiger that he's still got in his bedroom that still stinks of piss.
He's actually been washed.
We should probably bear in mind, just for the simpletons out there, I was 14 during this time. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I was like,
4.
I don't know, under 10.
Yeah, well
No,
under
you
10.
were about 5.
Yeah.
That's under 10.
He used to carry every Thomas the Tank Engine around
That
with
was
him.
so funny there.
Everybody loves Thomas.
Wow.
That sounds
Now
good,
we get
actually.
copyright.
The weekly wonder, the weekly wonder.
The weekly wonder, the weekly wonder, the weekly wonder, the weekly wonder, the weekly wonder.
Right.
Yeah, you could have brought all 3 of us into that.
Sonny doesn't harmonise.
I don't harmonise.
Anyway, this week,
Sonny doesn't harmonise.
the weekly wonder was, what's a tradition that happens in your family? So, I'll read a couple of the Payne babies and then we'll go on to a tradition, so have a little think. Going shopping early in November to pick out gifts for Christmas as a family. That's cute. We do that a bit.
We've never gone
Me,
shopping.
myself, Hannah, my cousin, Iris.
You do that, yeah.
Yeah. Someone put a Christmas Eve cinema trip with hot roast pork sandwiches at home to follow.
I want to go with them. That sounds great.
Okay. Watching Gogglebox every single week without fail with snacks. That's a bit, you would do that.
Yeah.
And this one's really quite specific but so cute. Every Christmas morning, before we do anything else, we go to the kitchen all in matching pyjamas and blast Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas and use kitchen utensils as microphones.
A bit annoying that, to be fair, especially all dressed the same. I can't do with these people that wear the same pyjamas Christmas Day. Fucking hate it.
You're dissing them, but
Yeah.
we
They're our
made,
listeners.
No, we made Christmas videos.
And I need to talk about this year's
Actually,
off pod.
No, I think on the pod.
Off pod.
What would you like us to do?
I know what we're doing.
Listeners.
I know what we're doing.
Okay, well we've done the Mean Girls dance. Amazing, Jingle Bell Rock. What else have we done?
That's it. Besides that, we did. We mouthed.
We did all over
We
Christmas.
did.
We made us mouth that.
So, what is a tradition that we would do? I would say we always have a sausage sandwich on Christmas morning.
Dressed in our matching pyjamas.
Welcome down.
Can I just stop you there?
We don't use kitchen utensils. We use real microphones.
Yeah, and we have a sausage sandwich most mornings.
We used to on Christmas go to
to where the.
Christmas lights.
I don't remember that.
You joking?
Well, you must have had a traumatic
Sonny,
experience every year.
can I just explain to you? So just outside Chesterfield, there's a small village called Clown. But for the Payne Simpletons, I'm just explaining.
They don't need to know what a clown is.
Well, of course they do.
No, it's just a place in the UK.
Small village out of Chesterfield.
Okay.
And it used to have an entire street that they lit up for Christmas. A little bit like... Yeah, a little bit like in Dyker Grove.
The Grinch.
So we used to go Christmas Eve, go there,
We used to get fish and chips after.
and
From Bloomington.
did we?
Maybe we
And then we used to walk around the street, and there was people collecting buckets, and everybody lit the house up, and it was really nice.
We also still leave out food for Santa.
Well, of course you do.
Traditions usually fall around holidays and things like that, because
Yes,
that's
not
what more
holidays.
traditional things are. But we have that tradition. What do we do? What's it called? What do we do? It's human sacrifice. That's what we do every year, right? We always have to send someone off to make sure our family carries on.
Can I just ask you a couple of questions?
Really quick.
Okay, they're really quick. If you could be a sound, what sound would you be?
I'd probably be... It's not really in my personality, but I love the sound of someone cutting a fresh baguette.
Like it.
But that's not who I am. I'm more of like a...
I'd like to be a
Car indicator.
Oh, the elite sound.
I'd like to be the sound of an ice cream van. The music they play.
Yeah, so a car engine.
The whoosh when an email sent.
What?
The whoosh when an email sent.
Or the typing.
Yeah.
What are these noises you're trying to make?
Okay, have you... Yeah,
I've got one more question for you, and the other question is, what do you think your life will be like in the future? Quite deep,
I
dark,
hope I'm going to be
serious.
hotter, richer, better.
I hope I'm going to be colder, poorer, and worse.
So would you say you two siblings are quite opposite?
I don't know where I see myself. I genuinely have no life plan right now. I'm just going with the flow.
And that's actually the best way of doing it.
Not really.
It is. It is. Just take every day as is.
decided-
Try to better yourself every
I've
day.
decided to take the approach now, the Sophia Richie effect.
Okay.
So if
She relates to Lionel?
it doesn't make me happier, don't do it. If it doesn't make me healthier, don't do it. And if it doesn't make me richer, don't do it.
I think you broke all three of those.
Yeah, I always do.
I think doing this podcast is breaking.
If I have a Chinese takeaway and do an ASOS order, like, I don't really help myself.
So, how can you contradict yourself?
Yeah. So you're ordering a Chinese.
Yeah.
It's not making you healthier. It's not
Yeah,
making you
richer.
And it's not making you better.
Can I just give you a little tip? KFC, Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, we know what you're going to
I
say.
don't.
Go on, Sonny's going to tell you.
The Colonel started KFC when he was in his 60s.
69.
Before that, he struggled and was all that. He had a tough life, and bless him. And he could never tie a tie, so he had to have that little cowboy tie.
No, that's not true. He was 60 in his late 60s when he started KFC. So don't give up at 32. Keep pursuing your love and goals.
Shall we do a family quote to end this episode?
What's the family quote?
I've got one.
Go on. Little moments, big memories.
In the words of Jerry Springer, take care of yourselves and each other.
Do you want me to wrap up the show?
Wrap up the show.
Well, let's wrap up the show. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening. We appreciate it more than you could ever realise. You're going to check us out on YouTube and Instagram at Payne and Simple Podcast. I'm at Instagram as Sonny_Payne. Ruby's at Instagram at Ruby May Payne. You can try and follow Dad. What's your handle? Where can people find you?
Andrew Payne 95.
65?
65.
Yeah.
So go find Andrew at Andrew Payne 65. Go find us on Spotify, Apple. Leave us a 5-star review. That would be amazing.
Oh my god. Yeah.
This is what people have to say at the end of the podcast, remember. And make sure you want to send us your dilemmas, recommendations, questions, anything you've got. Send that to payneandsimplepodcast@gmail.com. And again, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Thanks for having me as a guest. I have loved every minute.
One piece of advice, go.
Take care of yourselves and each other.
I'm going to say, wear sun cream, it's hot out there. Go.
Keep listening to this podcast.
Yeah. It's just going to get better.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love.
Love and hugs. Yeah, it was fine.